Welcome to Until Dawn again. I'm redoing the game. I spent yesterday after soon I cut off, so I did chapter 1 and 2, and then I went to work, and then I did 3, 4, and I think I did 5, 6. So I did 3, 4, 5, 6. So I did 4 chapters yesterday. I did, and you had 2, so I did, why did I need to count that? I did 6 chapters yesterday, and then I just finished, I'm up to chapter 9 at the moment, 10 because Sam died. I had to play the entire game again because because when I tried to do episodes, because the only character I had killed was Matt, and because of that, oh, hang on. Okay, so the clock stopped ticking now. So yeah, so I'm gonna watch my old like yesterday's live stream of it, and later tonight I'm gonna play for Sonic Forces because it just came through the door. It got delayed, and I was really upset that it didn't come yesterday, but it came today, and I'm really, really, really excited. I really want to beat this. I really don't want to touch this game anymore. I wanted to see if I could kill everybody, but I want to give this game back to my friend because it's not my game, first of all, and I really want to touch Sonic Forces. I'm sure there's a way to kill everybody, and yeah, every single one of them have easy deaths. But let's resume anyways. Previously on Until Dawn, just yesterday.
Emily!
Mike, there's no key for the cable car.
Josh, he's gotta have it. No, he's gone. We're too late. Shh, quiet.
It may have taken him down to the mine.
Wait, don't move. Holy shit! What the? I'm gonna get that key right from that thing's goddamn bedroom, and then I'm gonna get us all the hell out of here. That's it. That's it. Come on, let's go. Run! Let's find a way down to where this fucker lives.
Chapter 10. Okay, everyone's lives are in danger now. Let's not try and kill them all.
I wonder how much these sessions are of any help for you now. Just won't listen to me and things seems pretty fucked up. So I'm gonna leave you now, Josh. It's time you learn. There's more to be afraid of that can be dreamt up by the unhinged imagination of a self-indulgent, spoiled little brat. You had so many people who cared about you, who were willing to help. But at every turn you choose to push them away, and now you're all alone.
Oh, Joshy Poo.
Sounds and things, you won't be alone for long. No, you won't be alone for long. Deep breaths, Josh.
So because I've been watching my thing, I just want to sing In the Jungle, the Mighty Lungo, the Lion Sleeps Tonight. I don't know why. Dun, ding, ding, dong.
Get away! Get away! Ah! Get away from me! No! You're dead!
Sorry.
You're dead! Shut up!
How'd you know they died?
You're dead!
It's not ready.
Let me tell you.
You are out there.
God. Yeah. The one that's there.
I don't take orders from you. You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to do anymore.
Let's run out for Josh.
Okay. Okay. I trust you. I trust you. I trust you.
So this bit makes sense if you guys seen the next part. So
You're not real.
You're all alone down there.
No, not again.
So before I actually continue, I've actually tried to mimic everything. There's a few things that have changed. For example, oh, really? Okay. So with the options is a little bit different. So I think. So this bit was different. So Jessica appreciated heroism. Mike continued to impress Jessica. Jessica was a pushover, meaning that I actually got to make her fully unclothing, as in just in her underwear. I still did get bitten by the Wendigo. This time I hit Ashley because I was like, you know what, man, she's not a brave person. She deserves to be hit in the face. And I ignored the voice and rejoined with everyone else. Chris stayed alive. Because the only reason why I needed to go over there was because there was a totem, and that's all I needed at the time. But because I've got every single thing, like every single totem, every single clue, I don't need to go where they go. So yeah, I just wanted to explain that. I realized I forgot to explain that. Sorry to ruin your illusions.
All alone. But you're with us now. Family.
Get away from me!
I'm just gonna cover my eyes. I forced myself last time to just watch
Why
this.
didn't you save us, Josh? Why did you want us to die?
I want you to die. I swear.
Well, he was drunk, so it's not like it's his fault, but... Okay, this is where I cover my eyes. This is where I skip this part. Oh, you got punch the pig in it. What one is that? Oh, I missed it. I pushed square. I pushed circle. Okay. What was it? What was the button? I pushed circle. That's what I pushed instead of square. I don't want to see her rip her face.
No! Why are you doing this? Leave me alone! Why are you doing this?
Why did you save us, Josh? Why did you want us to die?
I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm no longer looking. Okay, now I can look.
I believe that thing used to be a person.
Yeah. Maybe a miner.
Maybe someone who worked in the cemetery.
So I need to find Beth's grave again because they need to figure out what was going on. Because I skipped a few things where they're clues and wise, so they don't know what was going on, kind of thing.
Capturing the Wendigos.
So I need to make them know so that I'm saving Josh.
Wow.
I must have just let them all out when I blew the place up.
Smooth move.
Well, let's skip the totem. And let's go to Beth's grave. We all know this is Beth's grave, so like if you didn't watch the last one, then you need to, because everything's a surprise.
Oh God. This is Beth's. This is her watch.
What? Let me see.
Beth W.
There was a cross here.
So this is where she was buried.
But who dug her up?
Let's keep moving.
So now we need to keep Josh alive. In the way, oh, what's that? The controls are clunky. And the way to save Josh, as we know,
I'm going in.
is to find Hannah's diary.
Oh, come on, it's okay.
You sure?
Oh, I'm not dead yet.
Famous last words.
Oh,
It's freezing. I can't feel my fingers.
I could just hear myself saying, this is important to keep Josh alive. Yes, we ignore Mike, we need to keep Josh alive. We need to find Hannah's diary.
Shit. This looks like Hannah's writing.
Yep. I read this in the last one.
I'm sorry, Beth. I have no choice. It's the only way I can survive anymore. If someone finds this, I'm sorry. I had to. I had no choice.
What does it mean? Jesus.
Yup. This is where you find the final clue.
Oh God, it makes sense. I think Hannah dug up Beth. It was Hannah.
No,
Mhm.
that's ridiculous.
Michael, it has to be. It's the only thing that makes sense. Beth died in the fall,
So what? What does that mean?
so Hannah must have buried her.
God damn it. God damn it.
Hannah was down here.
I don't believe any of this.
She would have been starving. She would have been desperate.
Fuck!
We need to find Josh. Right now.
Yeah, let's just make sure I don't get stuck on anything again. Why'd she put her hands on the waterfall? I didn't get stuck. Yay. Oh, he didn't say it's getting deeper. I don't think it was supposed to. Oh, they've already ate. I mean, he ate his head already. God. Oh dear.
You see that?
Yeah.
Bodies.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them.
That's gross.
Oh. Oh my god.
No!
Also, I'm gonna take screenshots.
Wait, hold on. I think I saw something. Hey, Josh?
You can't tell me what to do. You can't
Josh?
tell me what to do
Buddy.
anymore. You can't tell me what to do. Oh, okay. Okay. I trust you. I trust you. I trust you.
Let me just save that. Alright. Oh, that was in there.
Matter with Mike.
He's tripping or something. Josh!
Mike,
Josh! Hey, man.
don't hit me, please.
Yeah, don't hit him.
Deep in it, man. Full mental jacket.
We didn't think we'd get you back. Josh, Hannah was down here for weeks, a month. She dug Beth up.
Sam.
So if she didn't find
Hey,
the
let's just get the
diary,
fuck
she
outta
wouldn't
here.
have told him that.
Okay, Josh, do you have the key for the cable car?
Yeah.
Oh, good. You see that over there? That means there's a direct way out. Come on.
There's no way Josh is gonna make it up there.
Yeah, that's where Josh fell.
Okay, if you help me up, I can go back to tell the others we're okay.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
You bring Josh back the way we came, and we'll all meet at the lodge.
Be careful.
Yeah, you too.
All right, let's go, you fucked up son of a bitch.
The controller went brrrr. God, that's actually quite scary.
You didn't have to hit me so much, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry about before, man. I thought you killed Jess. I was wrong.
Yeah, why would you think he would kill Jess?
No.
I'm supposed to be behind him. Why is he waiting for me to go in front of him? In the way, in the lake, I saw the wind because it's sleeping in the light. I don't know why I'm singing.
You're not real!
Okay.
No, you're not! Hello!
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Hang on, I kind of want to see. Oh, it's not the best photo, but it's a photo. I could do it like that. Let me have a look. That's a bit better. Sorry, I'm taking screenshots. Jess.
Is that you? Jesus, Jess. What the hell happened to you? How the fuck are you still alive?
Yeah.
There's something been going on tonight. Someone really
Listen,
fucking
Matt,
with us.
brave up!
No,
What?
it's not someone, it's something.
Jess, you had a pretty rough night. Hey,
Well, she knows what's happened.
it's pretty confusing.
He thinks
No.
she's delusional.
I'm telling you.
It's okay. I didn't mean to scare you.
No, God.
Can you move?
Yeah.
Come on, Jess.
She can walk fast.
Look at that. Some sort of cave in here.
It was me.
What?
I fell through that roof.
You fell this far? Jesus. There's two of us.
Mm-hmm.
I fell off a goddamn fire tower.
Alright, I need to save them both. I need to save them both. I need to save them both. Don't move the fucking controller. Please! Don't say I move the controller when I don't.
Jess. Which way? Come on, Jess.
Don't fucking move.
Jeez.
Wait. Okay.
Does this hurt? Alright. Alright. Let's go. We gotta do this.
He's like actually in the way. He's pushing her when she can't even walk. It's so rude.
Jess, come on. Come on, come on. Jess! Jess, come on.
Okay. Okay, I did this first time. Oh, that's how I fell. I'll show you where the last totem is. I'm not gonna pick it up, but I'm gonna show you where it is. Cause I've got every time. This is just a redo. Right there. Okay? Right there. Now I need to keep them all alive. I need to keep them all alive. Matt and Jess are safe. They're both 100% safe. I just need to keep the rest safe. And Josh? You'll see. Quickly! The Wendigo's still chasing her. That must have hurt your legs. She landed on her legs. Not even on her butt, her legs. And she's still walking. My god. Running time, running time, running time, running time! Run, Sam, run! Move, move, move! Open the door!
Hey! Oh, come on, open up! Guys, come on, are you in there?
No! They're still trying to get out, apparently.
Sam.
Mike. Oh, gosh. You look terrible.
Gonna look worse if we stay out here. Come on.
Now open the door, open the door. Get us in, Sam!
Mike, what happened to Josh?
I got him.
God, what an awful way to go.
Yep, it is awful. Don't do that, Sam.
Not good.
That's not good. That bad.
What do you think we should do?
We should check the basement. Might be someone left down there.
Okay, I think it's... I need to follow him. Instant Inferno! Okay, this is it.
How do you rate our chances of survival?
I'm trying not to think about it.
I can breathe now. Oh my god. I'm really scared. I'm really scared. I don't want them to die. There's Ashley in the background. There she is again. Okay. Oh god, I'm really scared. Gotta save Mike, gotta save Mike.
Hey!
My heart is beating so much. Okay. I failed at the last one last time. I gotta hide. Come on. Okay. Now if I move the next one, I'll call Mike. So I can't move. Okay. Oh my god, I saved them all! My head is hurting because I was not breathing. Several times. I'm sorry I'm ruining this moment because you guys haven't seen it from the last one. Well, you've seen it anyways. Oh my god.
We have visual. The main structure is completely destroyed. Over. Hold on. I'm seeing something. It looks like...
I'm trying to give you guys thumbnails, sorry. I'm really trying to give you guys thumbnails. Like custom thumbnails. I'm trying.
Are survivors. Let's pick them up.
You got the last trophy! All 4 daughters are alive. I had all males. And I got all live.
No!
Finally done it. I finally done it. I don't need to play the game anymore.
The old man, I don't know how to describe him. I mean,
You said you thought he was stalking you at first. Did anyone else in your group think that?
well, yeah.
Is it possible they could have killed him?
What? No. No, you don't understand. Don't you
And
understand?
if he attacked you,
He saved my life. And I watched him die.
I heard Jessica. I don't know how or why she was down there, but I know I heard her. He held it right up to my face. Right here, right in front of my nose, and he could have shot me. He almost shot me, the prick. I mean, you go out with a guy for however long and you think you know him, but man, this one really takes the cake.
I was right there, and I could have done something. I tried to do something. It wasn't good enough.
I was carried and taken, and
What did you see?
He was out of his fucking mind. He wanted to hurt us. Okay? I thought he was the one who attacked Jess.
I thought we were close. After his sisters disappeared, he'd come and talk to me. He said I was the only one who understood him. I thought...
After a traumatic experience?
I said I'm fine.
I stabbed him, and I tried to get away, but I didn't know. I swear I didn't know.
Didn't know? Who did you stab?
Oh, I stabbed the maniac. I didn't know it was Josh, but then he was the psycho, and how was I supposed to know Josh had all this sauce and the gun, and oh my god. You bringing in Meat Brain next? Gonna kick him around a bit for me?
I'm sorry?
Meat Brain, Mr. Muscle Brawn, Matt the Incredible Sulk.
Is there something we need to know?
Oh, no, nothing important, except, you know, how he basically left me to die up on a freaking tumbling tower like a world-class douche nozzle?
Your friend Ashley, she told us she tried to help you. She said she heard you calling out.
Not me. Mike.
What do you remember?
He came for me. He did.
Came for you?
Where is he? Did he make it?
You need to listen to me. I don't care if you believe me or not. Doesn't matter because you will. You need to go down to the mines.
What's in the mines, Sam?
I've seen what's down there, and I'd give anything to unsee it.
Okay, so that's everything. So first of all, I was nervous because I was nervous because I thought they would all, like, Sam would die again. The story is, I'm gonna talk about the story now. They give you a lot of options, and there's so many options to keep them alive. So even if you do something different to a 100% walkthrough, you can still find a way to save them all anyways, which I feel like is really, really good. So you got a massive amount of options to keep them alive, and you got very, very few to kill them. And the game teaches you, you know, just because you can interact with something doesn't mean you should. For example, when Mike saw the moving hand when I first played it, I grabbed it because I thought there was a note on it, and I didn't know there was going to be a bear trap on there. I'm going to talk as much as I can because this is copyright music. So that's, it teaches you, you don't need to do everything. So like the game teaches you anyways. Sometimes you don't need to do anything. Sometimes you just let the controller be. Not moving the controller. It's a bit funky because when I did the live stream, when I was in the elevator with Emily, I remember having moved the controller, but it didn't count as me moving the controller. And then at the end with Sam in the yesterday, it said, you know, I moved the controller when I actually didn't even move a single muscle. So, like, I would say with the Emily bit, I moved my finger and my controller actually turned sideways, just slightly, and it didn't count as moving. But when I don't move a muscle with Sam, it counted. I didn't understand that. Even when I first played the game, I never killed off Sam. I killed everybody else but Chris and Sam. So I didn't know. But either way, I think the controls are a bit clunky. Like walking wise, it's disorienting with the camera changing. Sometimes when you move, they keep you with the same analog stick, but then eventually you, like, if you're pointing up and then the angle changes, you can still point up, but then you have to eventually change the direction. That's one thing I don't like about it. The camera is a bit wonky. Like, when you want the hand or like Sam's face to point somewhere for lighting, it's really, really difficult to do that, and the character will automatically move their hand to how they are walking. So even though if you're grabbing the hand, you still have to keep clunking it. And they also move it when they hear like certain noises and stuff. I'd say that the mysteries and the clues, I'd say the story is a really good story. The stranger, they did kill him off really quickly, because you know, he's lived there for so many years, and killing off the Wendigos, well, trapping them, and he just dies like that. I think it's a really simple way and kind of a rubbish way for him to go. But then again, he's a cameo. He's the director of the game, he's like a, not director, he's the writing producer. So then again, that kind of makes sense. I would like to say that honestly, the storyline was great. I feel like the story really picked up around chapter 8, where we realized, so from 1 to 8, like, that's like, they don't know, like this, like either they don't know it's Josh, or like chapter 7 they're realizing this time to tick that it's Josh, and it's revealed it's Josh, but it's ticking in that it's Josh. I feel it took over half the game to do that. I feel like it shouldn't be based on that. They had, although I would say, you know, they were put in the least amount of danger since did encounter the Wendigo that much. The only ones who really did encounter the Wendigo the most, I would say, is Mike. Obviously, when Jess got attacked, she was unconscious most of the time. I would say like at the end, obviously Matt and Jess, they survived, but they didn't show them reuniting. I think that would have been cool. I know like exploding looks cool, but I feel like if you don't show them reuniting all together, then how do you know? Because like, for example, how did Emily know he's still alive? Like, obvious in like showing at the end, how did she know he's still alive? Kind of thing, you know. It's, and like Mike totally forgot about Jess, like completely. Well, then again, he thought she died, so that's probably why. Like, I think this story is good. I think I've mentioned this like 3 times now, but yeah, I think it's good. It really, I don't know if I know I didn't scream and shout during this gameplay. It's because I played the game first, and I really wanted to play it blind, and I really wanted to record it so you could hear like screams and stuff. But the thing is it wouldn't let me at first do it on YouTube because I didn't fully download the game, but it said I was able to live stream, so I did it via Twitch. Like, I did like 5 chapters, and I did like, I did 7 chapters on Twitch, and then I did the rest on YouTube as a blind playthrough, because I was, you know, and did it casually, but I recorded it so my friend could watch, because she wanted to watch my journey and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna, when the credits are finished, I'm gonna go through like all the clues and all that stuff. I didn't understand at first why we needed to understand what happened in 1952, but it absolutely makes sense to me now. In 1952, that's when the curse started, so that makes 100% clear to me now. I thought the mystery man was the stranger, but it wasn't the stranger, it was actually Josh. I mean, when I first played the game, I knew it was Josh. I knew it was the psycho. But obviously, after a while, I thought, you know, the psycho's killing all of them off. I didn't know it's the Wendigos, actually. I actually got devastated when I killed off Josh as well, because I thought, like, you know, there wasn't a way I could prevent that. But then obviously after looking online, I looked that I could, and I was like, wow. So some of the stuff, like, you have to keep, this game encourages you to play it over and over and over again, which I would say is a good thing, because then, like, you can customize it. So you, first of all, you play as your own choice, and then if you really want to save everybody, like, well, nowadays you can look online, but, like, obviously the people, they want you to try and figure out, you know, how are you going to save them? Like, if you were that character, what would you respond them with? And you also have to think about your decisions. So, for example, when it came to the flare gun with Emily and Matt, if you keep it with Emily, you know, even before the suggestions, you gotta think about that. You give it to Emily, either she stores it, fires it. She can give it to Matt. Either Matt can fire it, or he can, you know, or he can keep it for the attack, which would make Emily vulnerable, consequently.
There's something down here.
We have a visual on a survivor. One survivor, repeat. Is that?
Oh, fuck.
Stay back! Stay back! No! Stay back!
Okay, so let's have a look at the butterflies effect, shall we? So I'm gonna look for every single butterfly, since I had to replay the game, and obviously, like, off live stream, like yesterday I had to replay it. So let's see. I had any of your business. Sam, I tried to copy as much as I could, so this stayed the same. Chris was offended. I thought all that stuff. Kristen shoot the squirrel. Nature stayed balanced. Sam hid from the psycho. Ashley encouraged Matt to use a telescope. Matt saw Mike flirting. Matt confronted Mike. They didn't fight though. Whose side were you on? Matt sided along with Jessica along with the fight. Emily was aggressive with Matt because that made sense, because apparently she's like, you're disagreeing with me. But then again, like, they were fighting over Mike, so that's not nice to do with your current boyfriend. So be her hero. So Mike came to Jessica immediately. Jessica appreciated Mike's heroism. Mike continued to impress Jessica. Jessica was a pushover. Sam found a baseball bat and left it in the cellar. Mike successfully chased after Jessica. Jessica was still alive. Jessica survived until dawn. I love these puns. Chris said that he would save Ashley. Ashley was grateful and felt indebted to Chris. Josh felt betrayed and antagonized Chris. Chris considered violence. I think if I hit him, he would have said, Chris hit Josh. Mike got to the morgue. Mike still had a usable machete. Sam rescued Mike from the sanatorium. That was it. That's at that price. Man's best friend. Mike didn't kick the wolf. Mike made a friend. The wolf guided Mike around the sanatorium. Mike's friend survived. I know when I played the game, at first, I didn't know they would burst through the door, and they ended up killing Wolfie. So that was a bit of a shame. On the same page, Matt resisted on going with Emily's thing. If he agreed, then if she kept it, she would have fired it. If he kept it, he would have fired it. If you disagreed it, if you disagreed and gave it to Matt instead, he would in fact keep it. But if he kept it so that he could have survival against the Wendigo, she would have been bitten no matter what, but he would survive. Run or hide. Sam made all the right choices during the chase. Chris and Ashley found a dummy in Sam's clothing. Sam explored the Psycho's workshop. That's it for this one. Run or hide. In self-defense, Matt walked calmly through the herd. Emily and Matt escaped the herd unscathed. Emily kept the flare gun. Emily had self-defense against the attack. Mike felt the dilemma. Matt jumped to safety. Matt found Jessica and survived until dawn. Ashley took the scissors. Ashley stabbed the Psycho. The Psycho gave Ashley a black eye. Chris hit Josh in the face. Good. It was the wrong eye. Wait, that was the wrong eye. Oh, okay. Ashley followed Chris. Ashley failed to see who was in the workshop. She would have found the Psycho, and I think the Psycho, he left. Ashley opened the door, saving Chris's life. Emily was bitten. Mike spared Emily. Ashley faced with a dilemma and told the truth. Emily pushed past Ashley, putting her at risk because she hit her. Yeah, I thought so, that was why. Left behind. Ashley wouldn't leave Chris. Ashley ignored the voice. Ashley rejoined the others. Chris was saved. Sam found Hannah's journal in the mine. Josh heard about the truth of the monster. Josh recognized Hannah, and Hannah recognized Josh. Josh was alive, trapped, and cannibalistic. And the last one, Sam escaped. Mike escaped. Ashley escaped. Emily escaped. Chris escaped. They all escaped. Right. So let's look at each clue, shall we? Oh, there's updates too, which is cool. So this is Hannah's is it Hannah's? Oh, it's Washington's. I thought it said Hannah's on it. An award for a movie that Josh's dad directed. Josh learned about special effects from his dad's movie experience. Oh, this is what you learn after. Cool. Best horror film in 2009. Washington Photo Lodge. A picture of Josh, Hannah, and Beth on the beach. It was taken before they disappeared. The Wendigo in the mine had an identical butterfly tattoo. Josh with his lovely sisters, Hannah and Beth, looking great. Oh. A photo of Hannah, Sam, Mike, and Emily at high school prom. The Wendigo in the mine also had a tattoo of a butterfly on his right shoulder. It's trying to hint at us, like maybe it's Hannah, even though I know. Ready for the senior prom. There's a portrait of the of the family portrait. Hannah wearing her locket. Hannah had an appointment to get a tattoo. She chose a butterfly design. The Wendigo that attacked Josh had a tattoo of the same design. Okay. A screwed up magazine quiz. It looks like Hannah wasn't happy with her answer she got. It's an indication of her emotional state on the night of the twins' disappearance. Mostly sees, uh-oh, this is not going to work. He's like a crazy, reckless hunk of man, and you're going to stay at home working on your embroidery and practicing G minor on the piano. Give up on it, or do something like really wild. Run away from home or get a tattoo or something. Anything to attract his precious attention. I mean, it's for love, right? So just do it. That's why she got a tattoo. A framed photo of Hannah playing tennis. The Wendigo and the mine had the same identical. Oh my god, stop. A portrait of the Washington twins. This must have been taken a few months ago before they disappeared. Hannah's tattoo is identical to the tattoo that the Wendigo had in the mine. A glasses case with Hannah's initials on the back. Hannah was wearing her glasses on the day she went missing, but obviously... Beth never went anywhere without her cell phone. She must have passed this on the way on the night of the disappearance. A missing poster for Hannah Washington. It mentions her tattoo and glasses. Have you seen this person? Hannah Washington. Hannah Washington was the last seen in the location of Blackwood Pines Ski Lodge, Alberta, between 1:30 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. on February the 2nd of 2014. She may have been in some distress. Identifying clothing and features. Hannah was wearing a black top, dark jeans, and brown leather boots. She was not wearing a coat. She has glasses and has a tattoo on the right shoulder. A missing person poster for Beth Washington. It mentions her pink coat and her beanie hat. Have you seen this person? Beth Washington. Beth Washington was last seen at the location of the Blackwood Pines Ski Lodge, Alberta, between 1:30 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. on the February 2nd of February 2014. She may have been in some distress. Identifying clothing. Beth was wearing a bright pink padded jacket, black leggings, snow boots with a white beanie hat. Hannah's broken glasses found near a sheer drop into the mine. She must have fallen near here. Well, she did. Hannah's tarnished a locket with a portrait of the Washington family inside. It can't have fallen here. Someone must have moved it further into the mine. That made sense. Scratched mark shows the date of Hannah and Beth's disappearance and a tally of days. Someone was alive down here for a long time. According to Hannah's journal, she was down there in the mine on her own for weeks. Yes, that's correct. A simple wooden cross with Beth's name etched on it. According to Hannah's journal, Beth was killed from the fall, which was true. A photo of Hannah showing her tattoo at the back saying, "When are you getting yours, Beth?" The remains of Beth Washington's head resting on her jacket in the mine. There was no sign of body. An empty grave with Beth's watch lying in the dirt, or someone or something has dug her body up. In Hannah's journal, that she dug her body up and she was driven mad with hunger. Yes. A bundle of papers that Hannah used as a journal tells of how she was trapped down the mine. She was starving. She and blah blah blah. And she took desperate action for which I can't read, for which she felt profoundly guilty. Then her body began to change. The journal ends inherently with scribbles. Oh, it tells you, my dear little sister, my dear little, my little sister is dead. The fall killed her. I watched the color drain from her face. My leg is broken. I'm all alone, stuck here with Beth's body. Someone will come soon. I've never been so hungry. It feels like my stomach is twisting all around inside. I took Beth's sweater, so much warmer. She's still looking out for me. I'm sorry, Beth. I have no choice. I'm dying. It's the only way I can survive anymore. If anyone finds this, I'm sorry. I had no choice. I had no choice. Sorry. Forgive me, Beth. I'm sorry. My hands feel unclean. My nails fell out, pushed out. I am aching, but no more cold, no pain. I am getting stronger. That's the twins clue. Let's go into the 1952 clues. A map showing structural faults in the mine marked up by a mine engineer. It looks like the owners knew there was risks of collapse. An old mining mast. The name inside says it belongs to a miner called Billy Bates. Billy Birch. A note asking for staff prepare beds for miners who were rescued after an incident at the mine. The miners were brought to the sanitarium to recover. I'm not going to read all that because it just told me general. Lens of this camera is smashed. Looks like someone did this on purpose. The miners rescued from the mine were healthier than expected, although some had exhibited reintegration problems. I can't read. A batch of 30 clock-in cards from the mine, locked away in a safe. This means there were 30 miners trapped in the mine. A framed photo of the group of the miners who rescued after a cave-in, dated 1952. The plague says that all 12 miners survived. A newspaper dated 1952 with a story about a reporter being banned from visiting a group of rescued miners. The reporter had his camera confiscated, which is what links to this camera. A chair with leather straps restrain the patient. There's blood on it. Looks like it was used as part of a weird experiment. A telegram warning about press interest in survivors brought to the sanitarium. The mine owners were trying to cover up something. A mortuary tag. The name on it reads Nicholas Bowen. Disfigured human head, suspended in formaldehyde. It looks like update. It looks like a partly transformed Wendigo. It actually does. a hastily written death certificate dated in 25th February 1952. It describes the body as partially eaten. This is how the mine survivors knew how many men were down in the mine. The cards in the section are missing. A photo of a group of miners called the Blasting Crew, taken at Northwest Mines in 1951. They were blasting new tunnels. A photo of a miner called Billy Bates posing with his family. A postcard of a calligraphy with a romantic message on the back. What does it say? Hey Billy, I had a great time. Look me up if you're ever in Calgary. Loretta, Senorita. The opening section of the Flamethrower Guy's journal, is that what we're calling him? Oh, I've read this yesterday. So this is the section about how cannibalism causes the curse, how the history began with the mining and stuff. The section where you have to how to fight and trap the Wendigos. Also about the bite of the Wendigo. All the crosses bear the same date, February 24th February 1952. What happened to make so many people die on the same day? The Wendigos in the sanitarium must have killed all these people. Yes. Well done. The reports by Dr. Brown note several serious in in some recent patients. It appears that some patients were undergoing some sort of physical change. Should I try to read that? So it's like regular, so irregularities. Oh, irregularities! Why did I like go? A restrained patient seems to turn into some sort of creature and becomes violent and attacks people for the film. It looks like the restrained miner was turning into a Wendigo. That's right, because the miner became a cannibalism, and that's where this chair came from. A suicide note signed by Jefferson Bragg. He locked himself in a safe room and took poison. He seems to be describing some sort of massacre outside. The Wendigos must have overrun the sanatorium. Bragg's body was never found. A series of photos of a miner called Billy Bates. They showed transformation over several days. By the end, the miner had clearly become a Wendigo. This was one of the Wendigo caged up in the sanatorium, which makes sense. So let's look at the mystery man's clues. A torn up poster about a fugitive on the mountain dated 1998. Someone didn't want people to see this. Josh made this to set up his psycho story. The report covers a court case related to Blackwood Pines, and an old janitor tried to burn the place down in the dock. He swore to revenge on the Washington families. The newspaper is fake. Josh had it printed to set up the idea that there was a psycho on the mountain. A message from a local police officer about a convict being released from jail. It sounds like a warning. It was Josh's voice. There was never an escaped convict. A wall-mounted holder that should contain an axe, but the axe is missing. Matt and Emily found an axe down the cable car station. Yes, that's where it went. A stud cigar. It looks like it was left recently. There must have been someone else up on the mountain, Josh. Strange symbols printed onto the wall of the mine. It's not clear what they mean. There is a section showing symbols which the Native Americans keep to keep the spirits away. This is all the reading. Blah 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 blah. An invitation for a Halloween party with a creepy picture of a scarecrow on the other side. Hannah, Josh, and Beth, you are invited to Sam's Halloween party, October 31st, 2013. Fancy dress obligatory. A creepy note written to the Washington family threatening to extract revenge on Hannah and Beth. Another one of Josh's setup. There was no psycho. I will take them, bleed them, rip them like pigs, and leave them like pigs, and rip the soft white skin off. Fucking 16 years. I wanted 16 years. I waited for pretty little Hannah and Beth. The electricity is out, but there is no electricity shining. But there's an electricity shining from the bottom of the library. The light came from Josh's left, from the cellar. A letter from Josh's mother about the Native American tribes that used to live on the mountain. On the back is a scrawled note about a strange man she saw near the lodge. The strange man she saw was the flamethrower guy. A wooden cigar. Only a single cigar was left. It was distinctive. There we go. Brand label. Have been the Wendigo sightings the mystery man was collecting, or the flamethrower guy. And cutting blades from an abattoir supply business. It's not what you expect to be delivered on a remote mountain lodge. So that's where Josh got all the gear. A pig's head was dumped on the mountain. It's fresh and there's blood splattered over it. How many pigs died just so that Josh could punk his friends? An axe stuck to the door of the cable car station. It wasn't there before. Josh put the axe here as part of his plan to figure out his friends. A video camera between some boxes. Josh had a plan to upload all of this onto the internet. A packet of old newspapers with a story about Blackwood Pines, but the date of postage suggests that they were printed recently. Josh had newspapers faked to back up his psycho story. A specialist light bulb catalog, the circled light bulb for a specific type of projector. Batteries, switches, and timers wired up together. It looks like they were used to control the electronic Mike's devices remotely. This is how Josh controlled the TV, the doors, the lights in the lodge. A pig crevice hanging from the ceiling. It has been recently gutted. Josh needed the guts for his death machine. That's some commitment to realism. Photos was taken from a telephoto lens. The psycho has been watching for a long time. Josh had plenty of opportunities to take these pictures over the last year. Blooded chains and hooks. This looks like equipment from a slaughterhouse. A video camera on a tripod pointing to a chair. The psycho is collecting footage of what's going on. Josh was going to upload all of that onto the internet. A dummy dressed up as Sam. It looks like the psycho had to improvise after Sam got away. Oh. The plans of how the mannequin could be used to give the impression that someone was cut in half, but the person using the machine is standing safely out of the way. It looks like the machine that killed Josh. That fake death machine must have cost Josh some serious money. There are a lot of messages from the Josh psychiatrist. Yeah, I said it. Warning him not to proceed with a specific. What was it? A specific plan? An unspecific plan. Is there an update to this? No. A board with lots of pictures and mementos of Hannah and Beth. Whoever made this seems to be obsessed with the twins. Josh made the board to honor the sisters of his memories. It sounds like the psycho rehearsing his speech, but suddenly the voice modifier cuts to someone else's voice. Can be heard. Josh used a voice modifier to sound like the psycho. And the psychiatrist's report on Josh. He's been on medication for a long time. His current therapist is called Dr. Hill, which is who we've been with. And that's all the clues. This is all the totems. So before we play the events of the past, I'm going to show the totems. So we got death totem number 1. This was Beth's death. This was Matt's death. Same location, by the way. This is... Okay, this one is when if you attack the elk with Emily, like before you go to the fire tower, the radio tower, sorry, then he would have died there. This is at the end. If Sam dies, he would have to kill himself. This is Chris. If Ashley died when she heard the voice and opened the trap door, Chris has an automatic death if he's still alive at that point. Obviously, this would have happened if Mike did shoot Emily. And this was Sam's death, and we've actually seen that yesterday. Yay! So this is the crow during the snowball fight with Jess and Mike. This is what happens when you interact with that hand in the sanatorium with Mike. He would have revealed a bear trap. It's really painful. This is, as you can see, it's quite far in the story. This is actually Sam in the mines. This is Mike patting the dog. This is when he first encounters the wolf. Sorry, not dog. So this was also an option that you can give Matt the flare gun. Obviously, it wanted you to give Matt the flare gun. This was Chris not being able to shoot when the psycho gave Chris a choice to either shoot himself or Ashley after killing Josh. Let's go to the last now. So this would have happened if Sam ran into turn on the switch, and if they were still inside, Emily would have died. If you didn't make it in time, Jess would have died. That would have happened if you opened the trapdoor when Ashley heard the voices. So that would have happened if this is one of the deaths if when Matt encounters the Wendigo. I forgot how you encounter that. This is Josh being shot, so being killed by the Wendigo. So if you did not find Hannah's journal in the mines, that would have happened to Josh. Again, if Sam went to open the switch, Mike would have died if he didn't get out. Obviously, we know when this was when, after Ashley stabbed the psycho, she got punched in the face. This was the elk that Matt and Emily encountered. This was in the sanatorium where he found a bunch of trapped Wendigos. This is if you missed the QTE and the Wendigo you would have been fighting the Wendigo like that, and the wolf would have tried to help you. So this was the spoiler, like showing that he turns into a Wendigo. This shows you the Wendigo is in the lodge. Let's go to the last totem pole, showing that Jessica is still alive, showing that Matt is still alive, showing that Ashley saved Chris, Mike saved Emily, everybody getting saved, and Matt and Sam trying to live her. So we're gonna play the events of the past, and this is gonna actually summarize the clues. So if you're unsure of the clues, then this is actually gonna summarize what you've seen. So let's play.
Many years ago, my grandfather hunted those possessed by the curse. But there was one that eluded him, the fiercest of all, the Macapichu. It was a terrible thing, and my grandfather could not defeat it. Sometime after, the prospectors came to mine this mountain, until a cave-in trapped the men and woke the curse again. And there were dozens of men with no food, no light. And in that blackness, the hunger came. They were consumed by their abominable cravings and driven mad. Murderers, cannibals, eating human flesh. And if you kill this monstrous thing, the spirit is released and swirls the mountain like an evil wind waiting to possess again. You best not kill them, I have tried. You can only trap them, taunt them with fire. And after all these years, after many moons and many hunts, the Macapichu still roamed free, out of my grasp, beyond my reach. Until one night, a year ago, I was finally able to get him in my sight. But we were not alone in the woods that night. While I was tracking the Macapichu, it was tracking something else. The Macapichu forced your friends over the mountain. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't save your friends, but I could avenge them. I hunted the Wendigo down and I doused it with fire. The Macapichu was dead.
Okay, so this is everything that you need to see. These stuff are on the internet, so I'm not gonna bother going through these stuff, because some of them take... If you want to watch all of this, I think it takes about half an hour. And, to be honest, I want to actually, finish downloading Sonic Forces so I can play it tonight later. But I thank you guys for watching, and sorry for the sudden cuts at the end, but it's nothing new that you saw except, you know, this time you get to see Sam live. Yeah, so I'd like to thank you guys for watching until dawn. This is gonna be it. I'm not gonna play until dawn, like, ever again. I'm not a person who plays horror games. I'm not a person who likes blood. My friend is gonna try and get me into a horror game. I mean, we'll see. But, maybe next Halloween. I know it's not Halloween, it's November now, but it was supposed to be for Halloween, but I wanted to play the game first, so... But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later tonight when I play Sonic Forces. If you're not interested, then I don't know, whatever live stream, whatever thing you want to watch, you watch. I'm not stopping you. Bye! Oh my god, that was really crazy. I beat the game! I beat the game! I beat